There's also a salad bar in there, paninis, a yogurt place, and a coffee. It is fairly old. They haven't renovated the building since it was built in the 60s. There is an old school fireplace, gas burning fireplace in the center that has chairs around it, and you can put your books up next to the fire. So if you're here on a cold day, as cold as Los Angeles gets, dips down into the 60s. During the winter, you can come here to warm up if you want. This is back in Rolf Hall, women's studies. What else? Oh, applied linguistics. The squirrels are ferocious. Watch out, they attack. They're very friendly, actually. They're almost too friendly. I've seen some actually jump in bags just to get out snacks and stuff. Directly in front of us is the business school. The business school has some of the best parties that we're not allowed to go to. For example, they are always having these barbecues that smell very good, and it's to network with other business people, and that's how they are. Business school is the other school that is self-contained. Business, medicine, law are these self-contained schools that start at different times than the rest of us, than the rest of campus. If you want to hear a lecture here at the business school, they usually have famous business leaders come and talk. You'll have to actually go to their website because, like I said, they're their own sort of operating organization. They're actually one of the most successful schools on campus in the sense that they want to break off and not take any state money. So they're looking to privatize. They really want to do that. It has one of the better dining options, and one that's open late because a lot of people are here doing an executive MBA, which means that they're working while they're doing their schooling. So this cafe that's over here in the business school is actually open late to service those people that are working professionals. They have better food. It's the Beverly Hills and Santa Monica restaurant that's outsourced here. It's a little pricey, but the food's good. It's a business library. This is all business, all these red buildings right here. This entire area is the business school. This is another area if you're looking to get away from students, undergrads, a little quieter, hang out with adults. This is where you can go. It's the business school cafeteria here. It's not really a cafeteria as much as a bistro cafe. There's 7 buildings in this complex. They're all kind of interconnected through their architecture. There's an excellent cookies called Everything Cookies in there. I still want to get the recipe before we're done here. It's chocolate chip, oatmeal, macadamia nut, coconut, everything at the end of the day. And here we're coming to my building, my department, arts and cultures / dance. Yay. I told the earlier group this, only because it's also on the cards. We have a pool in the back edge of our building. Not a lot of people know about this pool. It's not heavily advertised, which means it's actually fairly empty. However, they have really strange hours, like you're only allowed to use it between 11 and 2 and 7 and 9 on every other Tuesday or something. But they have free towels, completely empty. It's just right here where that long skinny wall is, that's a pool. Slats, they have a lifeguard. The dance half of my program does do dance recitals. You might be walking by here and they'll be doing their thing, dancing. There's ballet, jazz, hip hop. It is open to other departments, so if you want to take one of our classes, you're more than welcome. Yes, they do beginning. They do a little bit of everything. For African, they actually have live African music. They usually have live music for all the dance classes.
It's excellent.
So, on the right here is the Fowler Museum. The Fowler Museum is UCLA's museum, open free. Huh? So the Fowler has mainly non-Western arts of Africa, arts of the Americas. Usually opens at noon, on noon to 5, and then on Thursdays it's open till 8. They have a thing called Fowler Out Loud, which is campus groups and outside music groups that come and perform either in the courtyard or upstairs. It's nice. Sometimes they have snacks. It's a good place to get free snacks and relax if you're here on campus. This is Wilson Plaza. In about 2 or 3 months, you'll see a burning Trojan right here in the center of Wilson Plaza. It's not an actual Trojan. We're not allowed to do that anymore. They don't let us kidnap USC students for whatever reason. Yeah. So there's an effigy of a Trojan. They'll put it right here in the center and light him on fire. It's like Burning Man with a lot less hippies. Right here, although my department couldn't supply some. So this is where usually a lot of fests will happen. Before we lost the book fair to that other campus, this is where the book fair was located. Here in Wilson Plaza, usually you'll see the ROTC students out doing their maneuvers and exercises. You can hear the band playing. They're practicing for this weekend's game. The intramural fields are used for intramurals in soccer, football, flag, football, stuff like that. The track is on the other side. You can see the seating for the track. The track's usually open. You can go run around there if you'd like. There's the ROTCs. Up there, that's all student dorms, undergrad student dorms up there. And right here, this is Jan Steps. You might have seen Jan Steps in various movies and advertisements on TV, both print and media. Supposedly, when it was being built, the architects of UCLA, this was the grand entrance to UCLA. These 4 buildings are the original 4 buildings when it was built in 1919. This is the women's gym. My building's the women's gym. The student center and male gym. The library and Royce Hall are the 4 original buildings on campus. That's why they were called Ricky and Old. That's the technical term. Jan Steps, supposedly the 2 brothers that built it, the Jans brothers, got in an argument about what the steps would look like. And so they said, one brother said, I'm going to tear them down. The other said, you better not tear down these steps. I love these steps. And so that you don't tear them down, I'm going to get buried here on campus so that you won't disturb my grave and try to tear down these steps. I am getting buried here under the 6th step of Jan Steps. Is supposedly the resting place of one of the Jans brothers. So you're not supposed to You're not supposed to step on the 6th step, or it's bad luck. You'll fail your exams. Bad things will happen. I don't know if it's true, but you'll see people that are actually like stepping over that step. Folklore. There's also ghosts in the steam tunnels underneath UCLA.
Where are the basketball games?
Yeah, the steam tunnel tours. People try. Yeah.
Where are the basketball games?
Basketball games are at Poly Pavilion, which is, we're going to walk kind of by them, sort of. Yeah. So, any other questions? We're almost done. Steam tunnels are, if I remember right, they're over by that inverted fountain that we saw. Yeah. You can't actually get under. They apparently are steam tunnels, but it's a little bit of myth and lore. And there's always stories about students, ghosts of various people. I don't know how much is true. In fact, I don't want to repeat stories because I don't know that very well. Oh, student building. This building right here, a students center, has besides Kirchhoff, where most of the offices are for student groups. The student center right here has the offices for all the student groups. Also on the basement floor is the Graduate Writing Center. The Graduate Writing Center is, It's about 100. We'll go through it and I'll show you one more thing. And I'll let you free. So the Student Center, if your department, for whatever reason, does not give you or any sort of paper, I know that some departments have very limited budgets for their grad students, and so they won't give you an extra office or any sort of support such as that. Or if you're writing your dissertation and you start freaking out and wondering what you're going to write for the next chapter, and your advisor's not helping you out, and you're saying, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You can come here to the Graduate Student Resource Center, and they can help you out. They have writing. You can meet one-on-one with a writing counselor. You're also allowed, I think it's, I don't want to say it's 500 pages. I thought it was 500 pages. It might be less than that. Is it 50?
200.
250, okay. 250 pages. I know some people that have maxed that out, but you're allowed to use printing there. In this building, though, it's pretty much just offices for the student government offices, student services, the various groups. This is where LGBT, any of those. Also, if you need a conference room, a lot of the student groups will meet here to plan their events. So this entire building is just meant for student groups to meet. I don't know very many student